All right. Well, on that note, why don't we move on to sort of the other heavy topic for this week, which is, of course, honey. So, first of all, big shout out to Megaleg for the work that was done reporting on what Honey and parent company PayPal has been up to with respect to. This is truly a very professional podcast, video podcast, whatever this thing is. Thank you for that, Luke.
Yeah.
Since when are you the comic relief? Your job is to laugh at the comic relief. You're the laugh track.
Untimely alarms. I think that's my only standard alarm for this week that I didn't pause for the week because I was out.
Right.
And that's my leave for WAN show alarm.
And then WAN show was early because I have a flight to catch. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. So massive shout out to Megaleg for the work that he put into digging into what exactly Honey's been doing. So I've got a few things to kind of discuss. First of all, the only point from Megaleg's video that we were aware of 3 years ago when we halted our Honey sponsorship was the affiliate code ripping. We heard about that from some tweets, like this one from Barnacles. We also saw it covered on our own forum. There we go. So there was that was not really news, that part of it. But obviously, as creators, we saw that and we were like, hey, that's not really cool.
Yeah.
But we didn't really think that other than, any creator friends, that it was something that impacted the general consumer. So it wasn't something that really merited a full video or anything like that. Thanks, Dan. Okay. Anyway, affiliate code ripping, bad. Affects creators, doesn't affect the end user. We were not the only ones who knew about the scam, though. Here's a video from 2020. I actually didn't watch this one, but I don't know. The whole thing for me with this is that Megaleg did reach out to us for comment, and my general position on it was, we dropped these guys 3 years ago. This all came out, like the affiliate ripping stuff, everything we knew about came out years ago. I'm very interested to see the video on all of the other stuff. I don't really know what exactly it has to do with us. I am a little confused still as to what exactly it has to do with us. Anyway, back when we dropped Honey, we had a call with their executive team. It was clear that they had no intention to revise their business model away from the affiliate code ripping. So we decided to end our sponsorship agreement with them. If we'd known about any of the more end-user centric issues discussed in Megaleg's video, such as purposely not giving users the best deal possible because of behind-the-scenes partnerships with companies, we very probably would have raised more alarm bells, but we had no reason at that time to believe that Honey was anything other than what it claimed to be, which was a coupon-finding service that took an affiliate cut. Many in the industry stopped working with Honey without an LTT video being made. So I think that one characterization of this whole situation that
we were the only ones that knew and didn't tell anyone.
We knew and didn't tell anybody is bizarre.
We were publicly informed by other people and then acted on it.
Also, we publicly posted on our forum that we dropped them and gave the reason for it.
We've also never really been, people have tried to draw parallels between this and Eufy, but Eufy's a tech company that had huge end user problems.
Yes.
That's something that we do. That is something that we have done always.
And Eufy had major implications, immediately right now for user privacy.
Yeah.
Whereas Honey, it's in some ways it's more insidious, but in other ways it's less immediately damaging than an unencrypted feed of every camera that our company has sold. Like there's bad, and then there's like really, 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 really bad.
And also in our realm.
As for Karma, why we took a sponsorship from Karma, they assured us that they didn't do any link yoinking, which when we tested it seemed to be true. We only worked with them once. We did 4 sponsor spots on 3 videos, and then
I guess
didn't work with them anymore. As for the landing page that uses our likeness to promote Honey, we no longer have any direct contacts that are working there, but we're working to have the page removed. Hopefully we can. Speaking of Eufy, Anchor still uses our likeness. And with these really large and in some cases overseas companies, it can be very difficult to get stuff like that fixed. Ike's Orange says, Linus, people think that because the video sort of implies that only you knew, so people are misinterpreting that. I mean, I don't think it sort of implies. I think our prominent featuring in the video leads people there. I don't really understand that. I don't really get the emphasis on us, to be honest with you. I don't really know what people are expecting me to say about it, other than, yeah, we like heard about it in the news, same as apparently basically everyone else, given how many folks stopped working with them in the 2020, 2021 timeframe. And
yeah.
Cool. Sea Surfer says, it's also arguable that LTT was by far the largest channel and thus had the platform to motivate wider change. It's arguable. It's very difficult to argue. I mean, given that Mr. Beast was the #1 Honey promoter, I think that if you were to make the argument that LTT is bigger than Mr. Beast, then not only would that be a difficult argument, you'd be kind of a fucking idiot. So, like, I don't know, dude. Cool.
Yeah.
Should we move on? Like, I don't
have a ton else to say on this. I think, like, honestly, when I watched the video and I remembered us dropping Honey, but didn't particularly remember the reasons. After some people brought up the old video that you had mentioned, and a couple other things, I like vaguely remembered that, but I wasn't really a part of video stuff at that time. So like,
I don't know. The situation's bizarre, dude. Like, I am a victim here.
I was surprised.
Like, I don't know if people noticed that.
Yeah.
Like, as a creator for whom affiliate revenue from Amazon was in 2020. 7% of our business team's revenue. Like, this had a significant impact on our business, and absolutely it would have impacted other creators too. And they are victims in this, but it doesn't change that anyone who relied on affiliate revenue and who had it skimmed by Honey was victimized by Honey. We were compensated, at least partially, by
a lot of the people that were sponsored by them were, which was like the internet at that point in time.
Yep. But like, guys.
And then the Karma Now thing looked bad. Working with them one time, that's something that stood out to me quite a bit during the video, was that it was assessed in its current state, because you obviously can't go back and assess it from the past. Yep. But that gets tough because you don't know. Like what you guys are saying, they assured that it didn't work that way. You tested it. Okay, cool. They can change it on you. They could have changed it on you immediately after the sponsor spots went up.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
We don't know when it happened.
I don't know. It was all
could have happened years later. Like, who knows?
Voight says, for me, it felt like Honey was quietly dropped as a sponsor with no messy breakup. Could have been any reason. But as you said, back then you only knew about the affiliate ripping, which isn't too bad, especially for users. Yeah, exactly.
It's really bad for creators.
Yeah, it's really bad for creators.
But it was also being blasted from the rooftops at that point in time.
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe Mega Leg is living up to his name.
It's like, at that point in time, it's also like not really our story to break. Like, if other people are already reporting on it and it's getting around a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's blowing up so much right now because of the downsides for users.
Yeah, I could see that. Yep.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Cool.